Well, hi there, everybody. Good Monday morning to you. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here, back in the saddle after a couple of days off of work here, and that's going to be the way it's going to be here over the next several weeks. I have several Wednesday through Friday stretches off, really through the rest of the month here. So I'm actually going to be off of work more than I am on work, and that's just the way it is here. I have a lot of vacation days got to use, or else I just lose them. So I'll be taking off. But if there is severe weather and I will be around, I'll try to still kind of keep you informed through social media. And if it's really desperate, I'll still try to come in and at least help out here at the TV station as well. But let's take you through the last 24 hours, because some very good rains for some of you. Some of you were expecting some rain. Heck, I was expecting some rain and have not gotten it. So let's check out what we have, again, with our flood watches still in place west of Highway 183, Broken Bow to Holdridge, westward, until either the early afternoon hours or the evening hours here. But to the east, you can see how they've been canceled around the Tri-Cities because we just haven't gotten the rain. Look at the last 24 hours. The rain starting up north yesterday morning, extending southwestward through the afternoon hours into the evening hours. And again, some really good rainfall for some locations, and not a lot of severe weather. Most of the severe weather was out into the Rockies and points southward from there. But again, you can see how it just kind of stalled out once it hit the Tri-Cities. Kearney got a little bit, just enough to get the ground wet, but east of there, really nothing. And look at the last 24 hours when it comes to rainfall totals. Over 2 inches up in Ainsworth, many places over an inch of rain, almost 2 inches in Ogallala, inch 22 in Imperial. And there are points in between here and there, not on the map here, that have picked up 2 to 3 inches of rain. In fact, 3.3 inches was the last total I had heard of in the Gothenburg area. So some folks getting some really good rain. Tri-Cities not so much, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing. There are areas across south central Nebraska that have gotten a lot of rain and don't necessarily need much more because flooding could be an issue. There was also a lot of damage, of course, from hail Tuesday night. Some farmers are going to try to quickly replant here because they lost a lot of their crop, and they need the dry weather to replant, of course. So areas to the west that are a little more desperation for some moisture have gotten some really good rain. So I know some are going to complain about this, but this has really been a pretty decent news situation here over the last 24 hours. Now, looking at your future cast, the rain's going to kind of start to split here as we go through the day today, shifting to the northeast and especially to the south as that area of low pressure pushes down into Kansas. So for us here in the Tri-Cities, our chances of rain are fairly limited. Better chances to our south as we get into the afternoon hours. Mild and breezy. If you don't have rain, you're going to be a little bit warmer compared to areas that don't, but most of us are going to see a lot of clouds throughout the day today. As we go into tonight, that chance of rain really starts to go down by about sunset or so, and we'll even try to clear out the skies somewhat. The more sky you see in the way of clear skies by tomorrow morning, the cooler you're going to be. In fact, you may drop into the upper 40s. Otherwise, it'll be lower, maybe mid-50s for other folks out there. I do expect at least partly cloudy, maybe even mostly sunny skies for your Tuesday. That chance of rain that is being shown in eastern Nebraska is not a very good chance, so I expect mostly dry conditions and warmer conditions back into the 70s and lower 80s for your Tuesday. Our next chance of rain will come in the form of that cold front to our northwest here as we get towards Wednesday night into very early on Thursday morning. As for today's weather, again, temperature-wise will be cooler, where we still have that chance of rain for today in the 60s to the north, maybe even near 70 there in Central City with less of a chance of rain. Also quite breezy out in western Nebraska for today, the western parts of our viewing area where there are actually wind advisories in place. Numerous showers out there, especially during the morning hours. Best chance of rain in the south will be down into Kansas. Southern Nebraska, not as much of a chance. Temperature-wise, in fact, by the Tri-Cities could push close to 70, and then I go low to mid-70s out towards the east with only a very slight chance of showers and an isolated thunderstorm. Your extended forecast, a warming trend these next couple of days. That next chance of showers and storms coming in Wednesday night. We'll have to watch for at least isolated severe thunderstorms, followed by some cooler weather on Thursday and Friday, a little bit warmer for the weekend, and also chances of showers and storms returning. A slight chance Friday night. And then Saturday, I go with about a 40% chance Saturday afternoon, 50-50 chance Saturday night. We are going to have to keep an eye on this time period as the potential does exist for some severe weather, and in what modes yet, still kind of in question. There's still some questions to the timing of the system as well, and if the cap will hold in place or not on Saturday. I kept a small chance going in for Father's Day Sunday as well. But again, as we get towards the weekend, we'll have to keep an eye on that time period. If anything does happen, unfortunately, I will be out of town, so you'll definitely want to keep track of the Storm Tracker 5 Facebook page, and of course, any breaking cut-ins if that were to be the case. But again, that's still several days away, and we'll try to get a better handle on that as we get closer and closer to this upcoming weekend. So there's your forecast for the upcoming week ahead. I know some of you wanted some rain overnight and didn't get it, but hey, there are more chances to come here in the forecast. Unfortunately, again, though, we do have to talk about at least a chance of some severe weather, but hey, it is June, and you kind of come to expect it in this part of the country. So again, there's your forecast. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. Hope you have a great Monday.